because this was his bedroom, we know that, and he stayed in this room until his death in 1920. The bed was made for him by carpenters in Fort Victoria. The chest comes apart, it's designed for travel, he brought it with him on the ship. The chair is possibly the oldest European-made chair in BC because it was made by the French-Canadian carpenters at the fort. There are no nails in the chair, it's put together with wooden pegs.
Oh, interesting, okay.
Those are his riding boots. The little rug at the end is a much faded beaver skin, and there's a black bear rug in front of the fireplace. Wicker furniture probably arrived a little bit later, 1890s and so forth. And again, those pictures framed on the wall, those are his teachers from Guy's Hospital.
Oh,
Now, whether they were in that room, I think they are in the, yes, they're in the photo in 42, but we don't know whether a curator decided to hang them on the wall in 42. But you try to go back as far as you can go until you run out of
do you
information.
know who they were?
Yes, their names are on each one, and we've checked, and they're on the faculty, and they've taught him. And he owns books by them. He corresponded. He was a little bit active, you know, as alumni, but not super active. And he's mentioned a little bit. I hope to pop into Guy's Hospital's archives in August, maybe, if I get a date. I'm going on.
But clearly
on
they
other
were
business.
mentors of him, and
Oh,
he
yeah,
wanted to
yeah,
keep the memory of.
I suspect that the prints were probably some sort of fundraising alumni moment where you could buy a set of them or something. Because to have so many of them all the same and framed, he probably bought a set. He might be able to answer that question, guys. I doubt that he should, you know, I haven't given any pictures of me to any of my students, so here's an autographed picture. Hang it in your bedroom. You know, it's not done. Yeah, so I suspect, you know, he remained in touch with Guy's Hospital, but he wasn't really active. It's not at all clear to me that he ever went back or anything.
But if he
don't
was so
know.
far away from London, like, do you think that maybe was a way to stay connected to?
They
Was it a
made
nostalgia?
him the physician he was. You know, they were his
Yes.
teachers.
Yeah.
He knew them. They taught. He went to their lectures.
Yeah.
They presented him with awards that are in the cases over there.
So
Right.
where did his son go to college? Did he go to, in Scotland, did he take his
They went to a
education?
private college in Edinburgh to get their education. I'm not sure if
Medical
the
degree,
son
you know?
went. That's a good question.
I
Yes,
think he went to Harvard,
Harvard.
James.
Yeah, yeah, and what was new there was specializing in children's diseases, which was a subclass of diseases of women and children, sort of thing. In the 1840s, but so when he came here, he was the first physician in Victoria in the hospital system who was a specialist in children's. So you know, the loss of their mother had an impact on him, had an impact on the son. Harry, the lawyer, represented the Songhees in the relocation settlement, which resulted in a payment of $10,000 to each family when they moved the reserve from across the harbor to where it is today. And they presented him with a gold watch for his services. Someone did. He took up with a San Francisco wild partying actress,
Oh, did he?
and they had one of the latest hot cars in town, and had an apartment in the
Empress,
Empress.
yeah.
Oh,
Lived
Lived in the
well.
Empress.
Yeah.
And obviously loved their lifestyle.
Yeah.
Never had any kids, so they loved that lifestyle, obviously.
What I found interesting is that both sons passed away before Helmcken did.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
He was.
outlived them.
Yes, and he was
Must have been
trying to
sad
push
for
one
him.
of them into politics about 1905 or so. It was quite clear. He was running for Esquimalt, and he was giving talks for the young conservatives and things like that. But the feedback was that he seemed a little uncomfortable with that role, but he was doing it for his dad. Is my guess, but I don't have
Yeah.
clear evidence
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
For someone in that era to live to be 96 was quite astonishing as well, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's a- you know, you'd think most people would die in their 50s to 70s. You know?
Yeah.
And he became the
Normal.
esteemed elder, you know, James Douglas did not.
But I like to say it was really good German stock.
I have good German stock in me as well.
Well, we did it for a long time then.
And I think routine, you know, the longer
Yes.
you can stay in your home, the longer
Yes.
you'll live, honestly.
Yeah, the
Yes.
more active
Yes.
you are.
True.
I have
That is
a neighbor
attention.
who's 91 is going through all those kinds of things, yeah.
Yeah.